me tell you what's going on here. Rudy's trying to give me back my own medicine.
I'm just saying that these guys are unstoppable. And Nathan Patesh pitched a 2-hitter. David Towell had 2 hits in game 1. That means if David Towell didn't show up, he would have had a no-hitter. It's never been done. It's never been done since we started keeping stats. A.B. Cohen says in 1977 that he did pitch a no-hitter.
We didn't have stats.
Yeah, okay.
Let me say this.
That was before.
Let's say about David Farker. He's having a quiet year, but I saw him on the side, and I'm like, Dave, you look like you're not having fun. He's like, I'm winning, but I'm just not involved. He said, I never thought winning would come so easy playing with Naby. This guy is usually a fighter. You want anybody in your corner, you gotta have David Farker. He's a fighter. This guy. He's unbelievable. His and the expression and his attitude that he brings on the field is number one. But he's like, I can't even scream. Nobody does anything wrong. I can't yell. Lewis takes care of that. Nobody hits the ball to me because Navy's awesome. I just get up a couple of times. He goes, I'm bored.
I'd rather win and be bored than lose and have an exciting game.
I think Farker might plead the fifth on that. I think he want,
Let David Farker
he would never want to be traded.
Call up and tell me what you really think.
I gotta say that Mark Braha's having a phenomenal year. He's really coming into his own. He's hitting very well. I think he leads the league in slugging percentage. He keeps getting hits, and if DK and Braha continue to hit, you guys are really going to be a very tough team to deal with in the playoffs.
Talk about the kids now. They have a must-win game next week against. Okay.
We'll preview the games after. Let's talk about these games.
Don't go too in depth. Some guys might fall asleep.
Game 1, David Towell had 2 hits. That's about it. Nobody else got hits.
Quickly, that's it.
It's hard to do anything when you have 2 hits. Game 2, a couple of guys got a few hits. Elliot Mann got a few hits. The Guri's got a couple of hits, so combined. So
by the way, the old man's a very fast runner.
It's misleading, right?
Yeah, very fast runner, the old man.
When he goes to all fields, he's a good hitter. He's a good player.
And he threw out some guys at home plate, or if the umpire made the right call, he would have thrown out.
Which one? The first one?
There were 2
close calls. When he tagged him on the leg?
There were 2 close
You saw he tagged him on the leg?
I was right there.
I heard Anton screaming from the other field.
I did not see the tag, and I happened to have the best spot. So
right.
He really was
on deck.
But if the umpire called him out, I wouldn't have
He stepped and he tagged him. He did get the tag down. He might have been safe.
But he made some good throws from right field. I was very impressed.
Anybody wants to call in tonight? Number is 347-462-9373.
And by the way, the old man also says when he goes to Peru, when he goes to work, and he's in Peru, he's watching our show from the pygmy fields of Peru. Very funny.
I didn't know they have Wi-Fi in Peru.
So the kids, they have a must-win game next week against Yossi's Beef Jerky. And that's a prelude into the beef jerky business because, oh my God, do I feel bad for Yossi. That's all I have to say.
He got the raw end of the stick.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. First of all, okay, you could finish before I go on a rant here.
I want to know, if you're missing the top hitter in the league and your best player in a must-win situation, and you know he's not going to be there, don't you get a sub?
Yeah, you know who they got as their sub?
Who was missing?
Ralph
Cohen was missing.
Where was Ralph Cohen?
He
bachelor party?
Yes. Yes.
He was working in the afternoon or something. He couldn't make it. But ABS knew he was missing.
Oh crap!
Wait.
This is Sunday's game?
Sunday's game.
No, Sunday.
He couldn't make it.
You couldn't make it.
But ABS knew that.
I'll see you tomorrow night, Ralph. We'll talk about it.
Bottom line is, ABS knew that he wasn't going to make it.
Do you know who we called to replace Ralph Cohen?
Who?
Take a look at the guy in the middle.
Joe Sutton replaced
Ralph. Is that not horrible?
I think they're even.
No, he didn't. Honestly, he didn't even call me to replace him for game 1 because he already had 10. So he didn't think it was necessary
He was just getting for when little Ralph Cohen was leaving early.
So I really replaced little Ralph Cohen.
So are you...
That's a bad job.
Are you questioning ABS's managerial...
Absolutely. Absolutely. Calling ABS out, I think that's a bad decision.
Horrible job.
It's a must-win situation. How do you not replace the best hitter? That's a bad job.
With that being said, they thought they were going to get... They threw A.B. Hittery out there for first game. You know? The kid Setton was getting knocked around a little bit, so they went back with A.B. Hittery. they huddled up and they said, Henry, you're the pitcher today. He said, thank you, Cap. I'm going to take the ball. And all he did was pitch balls. He walked 8 guys in the first inning.
You can't believe
No, oh my God.
how stubborn they could be sticking with it. Like, like walk after walk after walk, walking in runs, and
I've
all of a
seen
sudden
it.
they're wondering,
I've seen
like,
it. He walked in 3 runs on my game.
Has he ever
Horrible.
been?
I feel bad for the guy,
It wasn't
too.
even close. It wasn't even like borderline pitches.
Did
It
they
was
bring in Sutton in the
second
It was-
inning,
it
but it
was-
was by that time it was like 7-0 or 8-0, and it was, the game was over.
The game was over.
Pretty much that's it. We mercied them after 3
And
4
then
innings. It was
Ike
10
Malla
nothing.
pitching. He was on.
You know, guys,
But
I
it was
think
you give Ike Malla a 7-0 lead
That's
without
over.
even hitting the ball once.
it's over.
It's over.
So it's very important that next year we get pitchers into the league.
Game
It's
2.
very important.
Game 2. It wasn't the same story. It was more of an error story. There was in the first inning. I played game 2, and I could tell you there's a couple of errors in the outfield, and there's a couple of errors in the infield that runners advanced where they shouldn't have advanced. It wasn't clean baseball at all. And because this guy advanced, a single was able to bring in 2 runs instead of not bringing in any runs, and they would caught themselves in a hole again. They were down 5-0. They were able to cut the lead down to 5-2 or 5-3 with a Busso 2-run homer. The closest they ever got was 5-2, and then you guys strung together some hits. I mean, no offense, it was like hitting off a tee.
Yeah, well, listen.
It's like hitting off a tee.
Seton, he pitches the ball over. You know what you get in with Seton.
And the wind was blowing out also.
Yeah,
It
the wind was
easy-
blowing out all
easy.
day. There was his. The bottom line is that they're a weaker team.
You guys played. I also want to say something for your team. You know what? You took care of business. You can only play who's on your schedule. You played them. You won 2, but there shouldn't be any more found respect and oohs and ahs because of the trade that you made or because of how good you guys are. This and that. You guys beat a minor league team. Not even a minor league team. You beat a high school team.
We beat who we were presented to beat.
Yeah.
But we did make a big trade, and it really changed the whole dynamic of our team.
I think if you had anybody else there, even if Suitcase wasn't there, you would sweep it.
Correct.
So I don't think the trade. You
Correct.
saw it.
The trade didn't manifest itself.
Exactly.
But
I don't think you
that
saw
being
anything come
said,
out of the trade.
But that being said, us adding Suitcase really changed the complexity of our team. We're much more relaxed. We're much more loose. Teddy's a great player, and we wish him the best.
By the way, Suitcase looks good.
Suitcase,
He looks yummy.
Yeah. But Suitcase looks great, this and that. I'm going to throw it out
Suitcase is
there.
ripping the ball.
Yeah, he hit the ball very nicely.
Defensively-
I said it from week 1 when I was playing next to him. He's not a shortstop. He's not a shortstop.
Suitcase needs adjusting to shortstop.
He's not a shortstop.
He's
He's a
not used to
third
fielding
baseman.
the ball on the move. He's used to staying in one spot and fielding the ball, and now he's fielding the ball on the move, and it's an adjustment.
Why don't you play short?
So if need be, I want him to stay there and try to get comfortable. If it's not working out, I will go there. But for the time being, we're happy. With
You'd rather
how our
catch.
team looks like.
You're gonna make a decision.
I played catcher this week. Second game. I understand how you enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. With Mala on the mound, it was a lot
I
of
just
fun.
figured you out. You're trying to be me. I just figured it all out. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Little
it, Luis.
Freudian psychoanalysis. All right. But that next game, this is boring me. What else you got?
So Mala pitched great. One small note here. Quietly, Ike Chasnoff is on the top of the league leaders in RBIs.
Let me tell you this, by the way. Let me say something
Shout
about
out
this.
to him.
Ike
You have an
Chasnoff.
opinion?
I have an opinion here about Ike Chasnoff. It's about the guy who usually sits here every week, Stephen Indy. He's been shambling Ike Chasnoff. He's slow,
The
he's
Haim
old,
League, the Haim
he's
League.
this, he's that. The Haim League, he bashes him that he played in Haim. Ike, even though it didn't make Ike Chasnoff, the last play of the game, made a beautiful diving catch. Okay, the kid could cover some ground.
He's been playing.
So Stephen Gindy, if you're watching the show, honey, you should check the plays and check the replays because check the highlight reels. What I wanted to say. Because Ike Chasnoff could cover some ground out there.
And he's been hitting the ball well. After week 1, he got out to a slow start, but he's second in the league in RBIs, and he's hitting the ball hard, and he's really coming into the zone now at the right time of the season. Okay, moving on to the next game.
Moving on to the next game was a Monday
Monday
afternoon day. Monday morning game.
Monday morning.
Yeah, 9:30.
Beautiful day out.
Beautiful day.